Good morning everyone, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming, the home of tips, tricks, guides and tunes for Forza Horizon, and we're looking at dirt cheap, reasonably priced cars, rally style. Bamburgh Pinewood Trail, Mudkickers 4x4 Scramble and Whitehorse Hill Trail. That's your events and you get the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR for this one. I'm going to go up to highly skilled because that's what you need for the car to get the completion. And I'm going to knock traction off and knock stability off because rally and dirt racing events are a lot more fun with them off. I'm going for the Subaru Legacy RS for this one. 1990, decent car, Autumn Games tune, because, well, I've used it for Autumn Games in the past and can't be bothered renaming it. It only gets confusing. So I've got the share code up on the screen now. So that's the car, that's the share code. There's plenty of cars you can use for this, but I haven't got a complete list. But I may or may not publish it later on. But that's the car, that's the tune. So okay, let's get into it, shall we? So here we are, Bamburgh Pinewood Trail, dirt cheap. First event in the series. So let's make a start on it, shall we? Onto the start line. See some of the other cars there. So there's quite a few cars you can actually use for this. Although definitely this Scooby is good fun. It's a good rally car and I've used it before and I've got it pretty nicely tuned. So it's coming around here. I've got fourth place, going a bit wide. Let's pull third place. And I've got these two at the front. Making decent progress. I'm going to catch up with you. Come on. Ooh, bit of a nudge there. And into first place. That's not bad. Going in about 30 seconds. Slow it down. Yeah, give it a little drift frame there. Well, sort of. It's not that easy to drift on these sometimes. And I tend to hit the barriers. Yeah, I tend to do that a lot, but this is winter. So driving conditions are a little bit on the dodgy side, and this has not got snow tyres on it. Obviously, it's tuned up for an Autumn Games event. So no snow tyres here, mate, but it doesn't matter because the whole point of rallying is you want to be able to slide it a little bit. You don't want to have too much grip. You want to have enough to give you some control, but not enough that you're not going to be able to spin it around corners because when it comes to drifting, that's sort of where it came from. It's actually rally racing is where drifting came from originally. But okay, once of snow, I'm going, no, all right, we don't need the snow. All right, we don't need snow tyres. And this is handling all right. This is working pretty well. Awesome, clean racing. Yeah, because when you're quite far ahead and you're not crashing into people, clean racing's pretty easy to get. Be careful as I come around here. Slam down the brakes. Yeah, that's it. No snow tyres means you go into the wall. But given that I've got such a decent lead, because this car is decent, I can afford it. I can take that. That's not a problem. On the road, yes, is alright. Can you stop? Okay, on the road, I'm still going into the barriers. This is going to be one of those championships, I think. You know, bash, crash, smash sort of championships. Where you just absolutely floor it and you end up just completely carrying on as soon as you put brakes down. But not to worry, that's alright. Going around that one. 86% there. Avoid a barrier, all good. This is the one. Am I going too quick? Yeah, I'm going a little bit too quick on that. Maybe a little bit more braking. And that drift tap? Yes, that's a drift tap. Not so lucky on that. That's a proper crash. I've got the finish line up here though, so that's alright. That's okay, right. Event number 1, completed, sorted. 20 points on the board for that. So let's skip all this stuff and have a look where we're going to next. So back into the game and we can pull the map up and have a look for these white ones. That's for ones that are next in my series. White Horse Trail. Yeah, that looks right to me. The white ones are ones that are next in the championship, which means you have to complete them as well in order to finish the championship and get your rewards. So let's go continue, shall we, and carry on with this. Here we are, the White Horse Hill Trail, or just White Horse Hill Trail. There's no other involved in this one. So let's go, shall we? Come on. 8th place, as expected. You blocking me there. You are dodgy. Yeah, you are seriously dodgy. You do get that with the driver tires. You're trying to take them, they'll just budge you and nudge you and try and ram you about. But I got myself into 2nd place. I got the Pip Munchkin or Pick Munchkin, whatever you're called, in your little buggy, in your little bug. But I've passed you in about 25 seconds. Yeah, this is decent. For all the stuff with this car about not having snow tyres, not being sort of great on the snow, this absolutely flies around here. This is decent. Avoiding the barrier. Right, okay. Do that little small drift. And yeah, I'm just sort of keeping my foot down on it and trying to follow the racing line. And the reason I sort of put racing lines on, because one, I don't have to look at a mini-map as often. And two, it does sort of help me sort of see where I'm actually going to go. Because I use it as sort of a bit of a navigation aid as well. You know, obviously I just totally ignore it when it comes to racing lines. Completely. I think that's evidence across quite a few videos. Slide it, drift tap and a little clip on the side. I can live with that. But now it's quite evident on a lot of my videos that racing lines are sort of something I like to talk about, but stuff I never really tend to keep to. So now I keep this line on, don't need the credits. And it is sort of a help because you don't have to keep looking at the mini-map all the time, which means you can spend more time on your driving and less time just looking down in the bottom left-hand corner. Give that a slide. That wasn't too bad. A little slide around there. I'm going to say this car's actually pretty decent as soon as you sort of get off the road. If you're messing around on the road, you tend to slide around more and you tend to have issues, but that's true with pretty much any of this sort of racing for me, or this road rally and stuff. I'm not too keen on. As soon as you get off the road, you can slide it around, you can fly around, get a decent bit of speed up, and it works pretty well. But I'm back onto the road here. Little nudge one way. I like that, little nudge. Ends up spinning a little bit, knock the back end out. Pull it back and just keep going. So yeah, finish line. Right, here we are. 1st place, job's a good one. Another pretty straightforward one. That's 2 for 2 and where I want to be at this part of the championship. So let's skip through all this and go on and see where we're off to next. Okay, let's have a look. We're back in and little white ones. There it is. There's only one left now. The Mudkickers. A Mudkickers 4x4 Scramble. Yeah. This is the one where there's a bit of snow. And if you're going to tip your car, this is going to be the one where you're going to do it on. So let's get loaded in and let's see if I can go around here without tipping my car at least once per lap. Mudkickers 4x4, yeah. The Mudkickers. Start the event, same settings as before. And go. Let's see if I can do a cheeky. No, I'll try and overtake down the middle, because that's normally my sort of thing, that is. Sort of overtake down the middle. And you get a little nudge by dodgy people, but it hasn't really sort of stopped me too much. I'm into 3rd. Give you a nudge, it's in your cake. And yeah, you got the bug. Because you always get the same people in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and all that lot until you pass them. And I give you a nudge, managed to pass you, slid it around a bit crazy. But when you got these jumps, this is where you're going to tip it. It's not too bad at the moment. Is this for one? No, it's alright. I think it's for one before that, the one that I always tend to tip it on, so that's definitely a win so far. 1st lap and I haven't tipped the car. It's normally the the last jump, or the second to last jump, you tend to tip things on. But I've managed not to do that, so that's all right. Let's come around here towards the, well, I say finish line. It's the end of the first lap, so I've got 2 more laps. 1 lap out of the way where I haven't rolled it, or flipped it, or done anything stupid. And through the tyres, but I have still got 2 laps here. I've got this lap and the one after it. So if I'm going to mess it up, which to be fair, I probably will. Every time I do this circuit, I tend to flip the car, roll it at least once. The trick is to actually just take your foot off a little bit and try and land without accelerating, because it does actually give you a bit more stability. And again, lap number 2. I haven't tipped it. This is good, this. Yeah. Definitely making improvements. Little drift around me. You can normally get a decent bit of drifting going on around me. Obviously, being the snow, it does slow you down a little bit, but it also does, yeah, make you wobble a little bit more. But this is the second lap, almost done. And second lap done, excellent. Third lap, final event. Let's see if I can mess it up. I'm not trying to mess it up, I'm actually actively trying not to mess it up. That's a decent drift, I quite like that. Make sure I hit the flags, I have a tendency not to. Little bash there. Now, right, if I'm going to mess it up, it's going to be hit well almost. Let that jump, that's not too bad. Make that. Ooh, little bunny hop on that. And yeah, that's alright. That's fine. It was looking a bit iffy in one place, admittedly. But no, that's alright. Little drift. Can I get a drift tap? No, I've just missed it. Got an ultimate skill chain, I think, there as well. So that's all good. Get a little drift frame there. No drift tap for me. And that's the finish line. This is a decent run. It's a pretty decent championship. No sort of problems with this one. So there you go. 3 wins. Job's a good one. Can't get any better than that. It gives you 60 points in total. And dirt cheap complete. Bing, bing, bing. Different skill things. And it's different skill things. But you get the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR for this. It's a nice car. I think it's a 6 million or 10 million credit car normally. Not that you can actually sell it for that. But that is that. That's that championship sorted. What do you reckon? Pretty easy? Bit challenging? What do you reckon? What car did you use? There's so much to choose from. Let me know in the comments. If you like the stuff, drop a like. And if you like other Forza stuff, have a look at my other championships up here. So until next time, thanks for watching. Take it easy and happy driving.